Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm really excited because we are repotting some MONSTERA ALBO. I had mentioned in my last video that a lot of them in self-watering pots need to be switched over before it becomes a bigger issue. I had explained what was going on with them in my last video where I showed you how my plants were doing in self-watering pots. And if you watched that video, you know why. Let's get into it. Okay, I really want to start off with this larger ALBO, which is in this self-watering pot right here. I had showed you guys in the last video how the roots are coming out the sides and how that just doesn't look like it's gonna do well. It looks like it's cutting off the circulation for the plant. So what I'm gonna do is take it out of this pot as safely as I can and pot it just into this clear pot. I also have another MONSTERA ALBO in the same kind of self-watering pot. And I'm just gonna pot that one down into the clear pot as well. And then we have two that are just in regular pots. So let's get gloved up. Okay, we're gloved up. What I really want to do before I repot this plant is wash out this container because there's a little bit of algae down there. So I'll be right back. She's all clean and ready to go. I'm so excited. I feel like I should have did the easier ones first, like the ones that are in regular pots, because I'm just a little nervous. I don't know. Let's just try to take it out. I'm scared. I probably should have waited till you guys told me what to do about this before I repotted this, but oh well. I might as well just try now. Please don't rip. Oh my god, he's moving up. Oh no. Okay. I think one of the roots did come out. I don't see any that broke yet, and there's only one more. Hold on. I'm pulling him. I'm pulling it through. Ew, this is disgusting. Yeah, there's no point of saving this root. It's literally getting just peeled. We did lose a root there. Whatever. And if you guys remember, this is my MONSTERA ALBO that was all in moss, and I could not get it off for the life of me. Oh my god. I might need a smaller pot though is what I'm thinking, rather than the big clear one. I'm just trying to take some moss off if I can because it's just a lot to deal with. A lot of the roots were really squished up. Like I can tell by the way they are curled. This is an aerial root that I actually stuck into the pot that got super long and out of control. Instead of this pot, I think what I'm gonna do is put it into this pot that has a little, what is that called? A water gauge, just so I can keep an eye on the water level as this plant grows down and possibly see some roots down there as well. I do like these pots to plant plants in. These are just cover pots for some self-watering pots that I got. They might be in my storefront. It's about how much leca I put down there. I also have my pond leca mix that I might throw in here to loosen up the roots so they're just not so compact. Like this. Like there's more roots hanging. Trying not to take any out of the moss bowl though, because kind of need that. Like a mass of moss right here. But I'm just gonna leave it. I propagated this plant in moss, so just holding it while I backfill a little bit. Ooh. Ooh, don't come up, root, go down. Nothing's worse than when roots start growing upwards. Like, what are you doing, my guy? Okay, I just popped open my leca pond mixture. Well, this is mostly pond. I think I'm gonna top it with more leca to stabilize the moss pole because it's not that stable. Oops. I mean, it's not that stable, but it will be once it grows down, but we have her all potted up. This is what it's looking like. I'm really hoping that she takes well to this repot. Okay, moving right on to the next MONSTERA ALBO. So we have this guy right here who's also on a moss pole. Gorgeous new leaf. I think I showed you this in my last video. It's actually in this little container and it's filled with fluval. That just went everywhere. Looks like it just started making its way down. But today, we're gonna pot that one into this clear pot right here. This is one of the self-watering cover pots for my smaller plants that I showed you in my last video. I took one of my Cebu blue pothos out of it because you guys know those are doing terrible. And with MONSTERA ALBO, I'm putting leca on the bottom because the root system's a lot bigger. So I feel like it's gonna do fine in leca. That's about how much leca I put in. Oops. Let's see. There's no moss on the bottom of the pole. Is that gonna be an issue? Should I fix that now? I don't feel like it. I'm taking a scoop of leca, another little scoop. Well, that's a very stable moss pole, even though it's a little, is it crooked? I think it is, but oh well. Look at how nice this is now. I love that I can see the substrate, but it is gonna get algae and it's gonna be an issue, but that's a problem for not me right now. I finally had to buy some more Dynagrow. That stuff lasted like 2 years, but I just bought more and it's coming tomorrow. So I might just water these with regular water until then. Super cute. I love this ALBO. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. The one I repotted before this and this one are my favorite ALBO in my collection. Moving right along, we have another MONSTERA ALBO. This one right here just put out this gorgeous leaf. If you can't tell, the moss pole is literally tipping over, but that's been an issue since I filmed my last video, so I'm happy to get this plant out of this pot. And I had showed you guys in my last video that the roots are getting stuck, just like the other MONSTERA ALBO. It's the same issue all across the board. Should we pull it? Let's pull it. I pulled it and it snapped. I think this one can actually go in a clear pot. This pot right here, I think that's good. That's what it's giving. Let's backfill with the more leca than pond. I should have got a bigger scooper. I think that's good. That's what the top's looking like. And this is what the plant's looking like overall. I'm very excited for this. Really like this in this little pot. And I love that this is clear, even though, like I said, I know it's gonna cause issues, but whatever. We have one more MONSTERA to repot right here. Another one that's in a self-watering pot, and I'm kind of scared. Let's see. I don't think this one started poking through. I wanted to get it out of this pot before it does start poking through. And then we have an issue. So let's just grab her right out of here. Okay. Not too big on the root system, which is good. We're using this pot right here, another one with a water gauge right there. Ooh. And since she came out so easily, I'm just gonna pour the same substrate back into this pot. And we can see how they do with leca on the bottom versus like mostly pond, because this one will be mostly pond. I am gonna top it off with leca though, because I always have a problem with moss poles tipping, so. Just for some stability. Oh my God, I'm super excited. This is just so much better. Wow. I'm gonna water these off camera, per usual, but I'm done. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, like for real, please. Love you. Follow my plant shop on Etsy at Palace of Propagations. Follow me on Instagram at Mother of Plants. And until my next video, bye guys. Why am I being choked? Okay, Rapunzel, relax. Ah! Sorry. There's just so much to do, so little time. Sometimes you just gotta fucking scream.